At 1 p.m. PST, 4 p.m. Eastern. This is an event for you all to show the world you're making for VRChat. So as usual, what's going to happen is I'm going to go over the rules. I'm going to say a little thing about the open beta, and then we're going to create a list of worlds that you guys want to show off. That list is going to go into the Meetup info channel in our Discord, and we're going to keep going through that until we run out of worlds or we run out of time, at which point we go into our social event. Which kind of just goes until everybody just decides to leave. So with that said, please make sure that the worlds shown today follow VRChat's community guidelines in terms of service. Please make sure that the worlds hold up to 40 users. That's just the maximum you can set. When you drop a portal, please make sure that it is a community meetup groups plus portal. Please make sure that avatars and worlds used and shown today don't seek to offend, sexualize, or negatively affect other users. If your world is over 250 megabytes, please let us know. We'd like to have the much larger to download worlds towards the end of the event for the sake of people's download speed. Please make sure that you've tested your world before it's shown today, just to catch very simple things such as no collision under your spawn point, stuff like that. If you have any sort of time constraints, let us know. We can move people around. Please make sure that your avatar is medium or better today on the performance ranking. If you do not see a little notification at the bottom of your screen, please select myself, CyanLaser, Faxnor, and Crazium. All four of us are here today because we have lots of nice little notifications to keep the event running smoothly and force you guys to do what we want. So, two more things, I think. Yes. If you showed a world last week, we ask that you do not show a world this week. We have a 1 week cooldown, and if your world has copyrighted music in it, even if you do have the rights to use it, people do stream this event, so we just ask that you specify so ahead of time so people streaming can mute that audio. With that said, we are in the open beta today. So if you do catch any issues that you think are different from live, please make sure to document them. And oh, I love it when I freeze. Please make sure to document them and submit them at feedback@vrchat.com. That's just their canny. You can specify the build number we're on, the issue you're having, and submit it. And then potentially it'll be fixed before it goes live. So let me just show the list here. Perfect. If you would like to show a world, please step into the rectangle in front of the stage. Ooh, okay. That's okay. I'm going to lock the list in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is locked. Oh, unlocking. Locked. Okay, so we have MJ Cox, MissStabby, Quwan, DrBlackRat, and Garloid. Is that order okay with everybody?
Can you shove me closer to the end of the list? I need to actually find the world URL.
Yes. There we go. Is this order okay with everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Locked. Stabby, if you would like to come up and explain what you're showing.
Alright. Yeah, it's a project I've been working on with a friend of mine, Starma. He's not here because he's traveling. To try out stuff with the avatar scaling. And we're working on a world that has support for different sized avatars, and then also a bunch of interactables that you can do to affect each other's skill. The world doesn't have any audio or video players in it, so it should be fine to stream. And on the wall there's a few interactions that you can do, like continuous scaling or skill based on your joystick and some other stuff. And yeah, I'll just invite you to mess around with it and try things out. It should all be working even with multiple people. So yeah, I'll be making a portal. This time, let's see, where did it go? New instance group. Gotta get the community events. Group plus. Create instance and drop. It is. Wait, that's a locked portal. Sorry. Let me just. New
It's
instance.
only group members in here anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's locked or unlocked.
Okay. Okay.
I think locked is still based on your friends list, though.
Is it?
Yeah,
for
non-friends wouldn't be able to enter
I
it,
believe
right?
So yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Here we go.
I thought it was based on group members.
At least it was that way before like the initial beta. I don't know if it was like ever changed after.
It's a public.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I had to unplug the Ethernet on my server for a second. I plugged it back in, so the bot's gonna reconnect in a minute.
All the different notifications there of people leaving.
Point but one
Oh, the
point
colliders for the UI. Help.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
So it has no textures or anything, but everything's kind
Is it gonna let me
I'm getting
click it
bigger.
on?
I don't know.
Wait, is it just girl?
So what exactly?
I feel like this is not the best thing to do right here in the lobby.
This is really neat.
There is? It's working for me.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I'm coming for you, Tommy.
The problem is,
Oh,
since you scale with thumbstick,
cool.
this won't make me realize that my thumbstick is drifting.
So that was something I've always wondered. Are you on Quest Pro with that, or are you using Index?
I'm using Index. My well, I'm Quest Pro headset, Index controller.
Yeah, I assumed you had face tracking still. But yeah, it's kind of sad with how little we use the rest of our right joysticks to know if we're drifting. What is this above us?
I don't know, I can't see now.
Yeah, it's like slightly going up. I can just do that.
What's happening?
A lot going on. This world is not
Sometimes
big
I
enough
start getting
for
flung around and I don't know what it is.
Flung around.
It's someone grabbing you.
Is Stabby still down here? Is Stabby had to go up?
Can I disable people grabbing me?
Oh, wait. I'm also being flung. Oh, I don't think we're actually being flung. It might just be the system of like the number of people like in the floor or whatever is changing us. But like that sounds like a bug because we're in the lobby. Because that's what was happening the last time I remember this
It's
world.
just gonna keep going.
Yeah, like if you put like a number like 1.01 or 1.05 in it, it will
Yes,
consider
it's
it.
right
Through and re-uploading all of my avatars with the grabbable cats. Well, the posable cats.
Wait, what?
So that we can grab them now. That's a stretch.
Yeah, if you grab the top, they'll stretch. If you grab the base, they can move.
0.57.
I'm constantly growing.
Yes.
I think it is. There we go.
Do you have drift in your controller?
That's what's swinging people around, I think.
Enable the joystick scaling.
Wait. Whoa.
You can just pick on toggle.
No, I'm constantly growing. Okay, it's the world. It's
I
not my
didn't
controller.
Okay. Yeah, I guess other people were saying something similar, but I just haven't noticed it for myself yet.
Do you see this number like slowly going up?
Yeah. If you then
Okay.
that means that your skill is going up. If that number goes up, that's your skill factor.
So I'm not touching anything, it's like slowly going up. Is that normal?
Yeah. Yeah, that's,
Oh my
that's
god.
normal.
Okay, you just made me think like my right thumbstick was drifting up.
No. No. That's the thing. If you click toggle scaling, it will stop doing that. Or you can type in like 0.99 and it will go the other way.
Oh wait, do you have to click toggle scaling initially, or is it you just saying like that's?
Yeah. Toggle scaling.
Avatars and you grab okay.
Oh, I cannot see what's going on here. There's too many people up here. Let's see what the rest of this world is. At my nice 25, 28 frames.
Oh yeah, avatar climbing is also supported, and avatar grabbing.
Climbing? What? Is that a thing? Who does avatar climbing?
Oh my god.
We can be
Is it climbing with grip or trigger?
Huh?
Climbing with
What
grip or
was that?
trigger?
Climbing is, I think it's on trigger, I believe. But yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the cookies make you
Did you just
small.
pick me up?
Yeah, I did.
I was like
pick you
picked
up.
up.
And then did you.
Okay.
Like, but you can only pick each other up if you're like a certain skill ratio away from each other. So if you're the same skill or like almost the same skill, then it won't allow it. But if you're like really small, like then you can pick it up.
Because it's like relative to weight, I guess. Like you wouldn't be able to pick someone up that's as big as you, but maybe a tiny bit.
It's still going down.
And
Wow.
with a single frame, they would already like be too big to access the buttons, and the thing would just kind of sail by the clamping amount. It's, so I clamped it a little bit. But yeah, like
You can grab yourself. Oh, I just
you
did
can
the
grab
same.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grabbed myself.
Wait, okay, that needs to be looked at then. The grabbing thing.
I think I just looked down immediately and grabbed.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's good to know. Like that's a bug we will have to look into.
So wait, how does that work with like the scale requirement?
Sometimes good.
Like if you're supposed to be much
it
higher.
Compares, it compares your eye height to the eye height of the person that you're grabbing, and it says like a ratio. Like they need to be about 0.5 or less, or 0.3 or less before it allows the grabbing or the climbing to happen.
It's kind of odd if you're comparing with yourself and it still allows it. So I guess that's just part of the bug.
Yeah, that's a bug. Definitely not intended, but good to catch it though. Like that's good. But yeah, like I added like this sort of drop so that if people have like a big avatar, you can sort of interact with it like that.
By the way, any idea why I would be like yeeted around the room?
Oh, you can be yeeted if you're too much of a skill difference. Like I think.
I don't know if someone grabbed me. I was just like.
Yeah. Bye bye.
I have worked out something I'm probably going to canny.
Okay.
Avatar distance is done by your player position instead of your camera position.
Yeah,
So if you're like
can,
50 foot
yeah,
tall, if you're 50 foot tall, the people on the roof were being hidden because they were past my maximum distance, but the people down there were rendered.
It's like a good canny then. Yeah, go ahead and make that.
Just reset your avatar. That will also work. On avatar change, it resets your skill for now.
Oh, that's a
Alice in Wonderland.
yeah, Alice in Wonderland.
Is there a limit to how small you can go? Because it's like you're just gonna go even smaller.
Yes.
I think it's like 0.2, 20 centimeters is forced
Yes.
by VRChat. Sorry. So if you take the cookies, they will basically like half your skill every time, or do a third of your skill. So that's
I'm still very slow.
oh yeah, the skill increase after avatar. I mean the speed increase after avatar change. I think it's broken. If you go to the spawn and then there's like a reset skill button, you click on it and it will reset.
Why is hard light upside down on the ceiling?
It also like made me smaller right now again.
Skill, they might have glitched it.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, you can also just horizon adjust. It's just entertaining to say it that
Well,
way.
I can, here, I'll get you there. There we go. Oh wait, it didn't.
Friends we made along the way. Are you all a mark?
Oh yeah.
They left each other.
No, it doesn't.
It's a new perspective.
It takes ages to go from one side to the other side.
Yeah, it's that's going up the stairs. It was like a hike.
This world scales your jump
really?
depending on your height.
Oh my god.
Get on here.
I can barely jump.
Yeah.
You have to take the ramp up. Oh wait, the ramp is also just stairs.
The ramp just doesn't do anything.
Oh no.
There's a whole world to explore.
Look at my walking. Look at my walking animation.
Oh, you do have a walking animation. Oh, I guess. Well, mine's not doing that.
Oh wait,
Mine just do like a really slow walk.
Old locomotion.
I can actually go up here. There's a collider on this thing, and you can actually. For some weird reason,
There you go.
now come.
Hello there.
Oh, here we go.
We roll this sled.
Oh, there you go.
Just slowly getting taller.
Who's taking me?
That's what this is.
So we actually
gather up here to like discourage all of the giant people from getting on top of everyone because it's probably really hard to get up here when you're so big.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Hello? Why are you hearing me?
Yeah, and I'm just slowly going. This is kind of interesting.
Look, I may look like a toddler busy board. Doesn't mean you guys shake me around though.
Oh my gosh.
Does this flying not work when you're smaller?
My face is all scrambled.
It's so slowly.
Yeah,
Oh wait, am I big? Oh. I don't know what normal is.
Hello, everybody.
I keep getting grabbed.
Perfect.
Get going.
Yeah, me too.
No, but I'll get out of the way. There you go.
Hey, Teeny Man.
I
have a question for you.
Hey, I'm grabbing you.
Mini person powwow.
On skills.
I guess I should stay down.
Can you run as fast as you
Probably.
Thanks, guys. Is there like a giant frog here for everyone else? Okay. Let me just double check who is next.
Emilio.
Drives people up the
Quwan.
ceiling,
Is
I
Quwan
see.
here?
Yes. Yep, I'm right here.
Oh, perfect. There you are. Awesome. Yeah, if everybody could pay attention to them, they are presenting next.
Okay. Hello. I just wanted to show a blockout of a world that I'm currently working on, so it's quite bland at the moment, but I feel like I've got enough there to give a sense of like the kind of thing I'm trying to show. A few warnings. If you hit like the blue material, which is meant to be water for now, you are probably stuck, and it's probably best to just respawn. But I hope you have some fun exploring, and I would like some feedback if you could or have any. So my Discord is linked in my profile, or just tap me on the shoulder, whatever's easiest for you. Yeah, thank you.
Is there copyrighted music?
Oh, sorry. Yes, there is copyrighted music. Very sorry about that. Where's here we go.
Why am I moving? Jeez.
Can you guys enter that?
Constantly can grab
I'm trying to double check the instance type.
Well, people are already gone for.
That is invite. No, don't go for it.
Don't go through. Okay.
We can't even see.
How many people went through?
Don't go into it.
And the Japanese.
Okay, whatever.
Squid, drop a new portal. I'll go through and I'll.
It says we have 73 people in here still, so it's like I think it's fine. Like, drop a new one.
You're good.
Yeah.
Oh, someone.
I was moving too slow to even run into the portal before they said don't run into it.
Too small to run in.
I'm at 1-to-1 now. What do you think, Cassie?
Also, yes, Eric, we are on beta today, so we can shrink.
Wait, so we can go to this area here. Perfect. If you could drop that over here just so we can see the top of the portal.
I've never actually tried how the max size in this.
Yeah, group plus.
Group plus.
Yeah, I think they're working on that.
The portal's gonna be so far away.
It's still really cool, by the way.
It's really cool.
What
Even
is
if
wrong
it is
with my
dusty, you
legs?
get to synchronize. After all,
I think you're gonna stop running now.
like that, and it
Yeah, I
works
see
fine
it. You turn into a
afterwards.
chicken.
It's cool though,
My
like to
legs are
see like the
broken.
perspective change when you change your skill, like if it's smooth.
Oh,
That's what I
Where
said
you
when
just
you
suddenly
were
go,
so small.
this thing looks like a dollhouse and now it looks like a city.
There we go.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
I
promised
found
everyone
everyone.
I
That's
my
third
legs
mage.
broke.
Let's go! A world thing.
Onward!
Wait, does your avatar scale stay the same when you go through a portal?
Don't leave me!
No, they don't.
not.
They get
No.
reset to
No, it
whatever you
doesn't.
had in your menu.
I thought it did at one point.
Take us a minute.
Let's see if it stays when I'm small. Oh, just looking on the camera background. Is that a bug? Also, it looks like I went back to normal size.
Wireframe doesn't work. Color edge detection is actually perfect for this map.
Oh, did I get a capture of what a world name was?
Scaling, what the fuck?
The Tower by Quwan.
It's just a way of living.
Oh no.
Hmm?
I don't know.
The white of your eyes has a slight tint of blue, so if I have a full bright shader on your eyes, look really awkward.
Oops. I guess you gotta deal with that.
No need to fear, Crescent's here. Wait, where the fuck is Harlow? Over here.
Also, literally none of my cheat visions actually work properly in this map. Because there is no color contrast. There is no color contrast. There is no depth buffer.
I mean, there's shadows. No, I guess that's big.
Probably a little bit of UV work still yet to do.
Go see a doctor.
Yeah.
I'm going to save debug shaders because grab passes are actively causing my frame rate to die.
Perfect.
You look like this is
Really mad. A shrink ray? It seems like a weird mini game that somebody should make. Wow, now I'm actually reminded of like the mini game that Crazium made for Halloween.
Tell you what, even for a rough layout, the composition.
Grabbing the
is
stack or
good.
something like, or grabbing the candy that makes the stack. Well,
this.
like, what if they did that the other way around? If like
Yeah.
your stack
It'll land.
actually changes your size. Okay, I'm gonna suggest that. Crazium, I got a weird, like, mixed suggestion from like somebody.
What's the thing about
Not
like
necessarily-
places they were looking at?
Oh.
I feel like that kind of plays into or
I mean, it's
suffers from the same issue.
Get a rise out of you.
Incredibly
I don't think he heard me.
for first person
What was that suggestion?
experience.
Oh, I was gonna have a suggestion for like one of Crazium's maps. I'm curious if you could have like another idea towards it. I don't know if I'm running too fast for you to hear me.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try. Hold
I've
on.
never seen this kind of design work.
Is my stream like really compressed? Or is that just like my own internet here?
It's also called Grey
Before
Bush.
Yeah, whatever you. Many names. So it's
I see. Wow. It's
I like
looking
that.
good.
Yeah, my preview of the stream
Looks
went down to
cool.
like
I'll go to the
144p, so not even
Roots.
standard
My
definition.
My next avatar will have a wheelchair.
So he can't jump on the blue because that's supposedly water and you get stuck. But everywhere else seems fine. Except all the Z fighting. I guess that's to be expected when it's early blockout stages. Just ignore it. It's not going to be in the ended version. Oh, his camera render distance there.
The one, I'll hopefully it will turn out all right. We'll see.
The entrance
Do
is
you
nice.
utilize
Like through the
LODs?
cave.
Panoramic.
Thank you. Oh, what did you say? Sorry, Pepito.
No, never mind.
Do you use LODs?
Not yet. At the moment, it's just basic shapes. Just slapped together, but I will be using LODs.
Okay. That's what's up.
Great podcast so far, though.
Panoramic, panorama.
At the moment, I think the biggest problem is there's a lot of empty space, so I'm gonna have to fill that up with like detail.
You can do foliage though. Like you don't necessarily have to add like buildings.
Yeah,
but
grass, hopefully.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the
It
questions I
looks
was going to have.
fantastic
Because
so
it's kinda
far. I'll
cool.
be really excited
Yeah, I
to
like
see the
the
end
vibe.
result. You're doing good. I
Thank
like
you
the
very
vibes
much.
that you're putting out here.
Nice.
Yeah, me too.
So
Yeah.
chill.
It's kind of cool. You know what
So
my
chill.
idea would be?
I have literally seen
This was
everything
locked up
there
in
is.
Unreal Engine 5.
Got him.
Yeah.
The other person's doing the same.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It looks very
That's actually
different
pretty
in
cool.
Unreal.
Right. You know Hellfire Peninsula in WoW, right? Like the
Yeah,
red
I know that place.
kind of thing. So, what I'm getting when I look at this environment, the same thing but blue. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
light blue colors, not red colors.
Well,
but blue
time to go
colors.
look at.
That's what I would-
Is that an observatory? Where a bunch of other people are already? See if we can get up there. Look properly without flying. Interesting for like this landscape, they used cylinders for their prototyping object. It makes sense for like the stairs to be more blocky, but just like, why is the rest cylinders? Because that's just the shape they're good to work with. Kind of curious if they did this directly in Unity or they actually had like another program. Like, obviously you could probably do it in Blender, but I'm imagining like this could have been done for something like in VR in a specific application. I know there's some really old free version you could, but I think it eventually ran out of like it was not very performant. You probably couldn't do very much, and it most definitely was not done in Facebook Horizons. You can't export that, I don't think, or at least you can't without having the right tools. What is it? Microsoft Marquette? I remember back in like 2019, I did something with that in VR, and like I planned out what the world What a Legend using that. I wonder if that even still exists. Oh, I'm getting lag spikes here. I don't know if that's because like people changing avatars or just my computer being weird. It's been a while since I've streamed, so quiet without the background music. Too bad it's copyrighted. At least now we get some people.
Menu, which now it's even more needed. Menu.
Yeah. I actually have that in my watch later list.
But it's not actual geometry that Z fights, it's the
Yeah,
shader that Z
it's
fights with
Austrian
itself.
though.
Oh.
No, it's geometry. It's like Z
That's
fighting
not
is
fair
just the GPU being unable to determine which, I guess,
Measures
render
top.
first.
So I found something interesting.
I suggest that somebody made a shader to
If you
display
scale
itself on
down,
first.
because you're really small, if you open up the menu, there's a lot of like floating points, like running errors.
That's because we are so far from the world originally.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
But like, if you do it right now,
I haven't debugged
but if you scale down, then you
Wait, no. It has very poor performance.
The way it works is there's like a tiny
I'm gonna
laser.
calculate later and see how far we are away.
In some way, it'll
But
set
that
off the
dog-
thing.
Dog is
What?
like a
Oh,
pumping
sorry.
steam.
Now we have the jiggle
Yeah.
menu.
People don't make their own music.
My
You know how
menu is
difficult
fine.
that is?
if you scale down, you'll start.
It's actually really difficult. I think to just find non-copyrighted
Really?
or
Okay, I wanna
royalty-free
see
music.
that.
Well, of course, you're making it worse.
yeah.
Oh crap.
Oh wow, you're right. That's insane.
No.
Good old floating point.
Oh, the tower on the other side of the menu.
Oh.
There we go.
I don't know.
That's I'm trying to climb that. Are people trying to climb it?
Let's just scale the world up when we get further away from
I've
Earth.
experienced it in my own
Bigger
Japan
avatar
one.
shows.
I need to fix this after so my voice comes
Because it's like inside your
because
pen.
it's attached to my hand.
Nessie, would you like some flying flipping?
But my voice is coming from where my actual head is, right there.
Curious about something.
Yeah, now there's no
Oh, my voice is quiet. I can raise that up. In OBS, I already did lower it, but it was the same level as the speakers. But since I don't talk very loudly anyway, that just means the same thing. So hopefully this is better. And I'm not overpowering the rest of the people.
My radio, or is it in the big one?
Yeah, there was like a really steep surface in the intro, which didn't really work in first person.
There was nothing up there.
I don't know what you're talking about. You don't wanna
Scale stuff.
People would also say that you don't want to scale people based on audio.
You gonna show it up? You gonna show it up?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm next in the list.
Point's still all the way down there.
But yeah, the clamp thing worked. So,
Oh yeah, the
because
much crazier now.
I had someone that I showed off the world, and they're like the first thing that they do after they get in the world, go to the.
Okay, flight does still in fact work. When we were in Stabby's world, as a smaller avatar, when you're scaled, it didn't work properly. So I guess there's that. I do not know how to control this easily because full Go-Go Loco's full like fist here just like seems to be stuttery based on I guess my head position. Because I cheated just to get where Crazy M is and how long that probably took. Now the question is, where did Mississauga put the portal? If there is a portal. The scale of this, just the platform itself is feels so much larger now. I can't tell I'm moving towards the edge. Oh, somebody was over there. The saga's still up there. Did you manage to place the portal? There you go.
Go ahead.
Okay. I should have said thank you instead, but here we go. Interesting to see all the views, just like everything underneath, like I guess spawn, just like if I can point with my hand here. I guess I cannot point with my hands. Thanks, Oculus. I was gonna point to that. Oh wait, how did well, whatever. Over there is spawn, which
They really
is
should
where it
have
is
spawned
spawned.
the result of your
It's
probably gonna make people lag.
When are we adding the squish to your comms? Well, one of the comms at least.
I don't know. I might add a squishable head at some point. That'd be cool.
Just
White truth. Gotta be able to squish you.
One of them, and it's just Tupper though. Tupper and Strong
I didn't.
better than this comment.
You appear to be floating above me.
I guess I just start. So yeah, I used the new scaling to make something that some people might call a bit cursed. It's called audio shrink. Basically, it's a system that scales you up and down with audio link. It's off by default. No one is going to fall over.
Oh yes.
It's off by default, and even if you enable it, there are safe zones on the floor which you can walk into, which will turn you back into your normal scaling. So hopefully no one will fall over. If you spawn the world, there's like a video player with the settings menu next to it, and you need to go there to enable it. There are a few settings for like selecting which audio band to react to, what the default scale is, and what it should scale you to whenever audio link is at its max. About the music, I'm using music from Syrix, so it should be copyright free for everyone who's streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't hear me. They're muted.
I could drop the poll.
It's streamable music.
Yeah.
Yes,
Allegedly.
because it's copyright free.
Nice.
Fortnite's only
Oh my god.
Horrible.
Blow me up like a balloon. It's just inflates.
Should I drop the pop show?
It's a big softball.
Could I maybe
Set
get
it like the
people out of
entrance
this
way
area?
there is fine.
Also, let me walk in first, please, so that I can become the master, by the way. That would be great.
Yeah, wait.
So wait a few seconds.
Try to read the thing on your screen and wait.
Wait.
That's so
We're gonna
fucking
wait
weird.
until it hits 15.
Yes. Very well.
Run.
I think it's time.
Let's go.
Wait, I mean... We've trained for this our whole life, Mommy. We've trained for this our whole life.
Oh, remembering that idea that I was going to say to Crazium, maybe it won't be as crazy here to have that option, but we'll find out how with audio link.
Definitely completely screwed between.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
No, I know what it is.
Watch as everything tries to load in.
The calibration. Okay. Try going into the next world on your default avatar scale. I think if you're scaled,
no issue. I think that's marked out.
That
wasn't my default
scale.
It's just
Out of curiosity.
Wait, what? So.
Am I changing
There's latency for it.
Yeah, frame rate is too low for this. It's so choppy.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I'm also streaming with Steadicam, so that's like extras going on.
Yeah, I know. I see people's like different things affecting like yeah. So it looks like they're like jumping or something.
How does this look on the stream? Okay, it doesn't look as watery on stream as it does in VR. So just on my view. Good question. I don't know.
Projectile bomb.
Oh, you would be on that line and not crossing it. Honestly, from my perspective on this, I mean, again with my low frames, it's like not as sickening as expecting.
Depends on what music you have and what band you have it set to. By default, it's at bass, and you can
Yeah, I'm
set
still
to
on
other ones.
What do you recommend?
No, that's the default is what I recommend.
Okay.
The other bands tend to like be a little too jumpy most of the time, so that's why bass is the default.
Yeah, that makes sense. Curious and see if Steadicam is actually what's causing this. Alright.
Okay.
Sorry, stream.
I said it to Max. I'm gonna go back to not having that on. That was too confusing. I at least tried. Where is my water?
Here we go, there's a bug. Well, I just found a bug with the new scaling feature. You can't use your menu. I'm pretty sure somebody already found that.
Oh, there's no treble right now.
Oh no, I think you might have already found this, or was it not really originally? But like, yeah, in this system, you can't use the quick menu while you're like bobbing up and down.
That's why they are safe zones.
Yes.
Wait, isn't it what events? Like when are you doing the like rescaling?
By scale.
That's just
on
update.
No way.
If you scale too much too quickly, you have a lag spike. So if you're going from 0.1 to 5, you get a horrible lag spike.
Any other way to do that?
I'm just gonna blame like my app, or I guess my streaming setup for having lag in the first place.
You're tiny.
No, you're big.
Wait until the treble kicks in.
I can put in a different song
I gotta see this. Treble.
Treble's the one
And,
that's moving the
enable.
most. I'm just gonna put my hand here for people.
Are we taking this?
Oh god.
Oh, did the music change?
Yeah, I put in a different song from Cyrix.
I didn't know that you could have an avatar that could show that.
Which one is
The
which?
audio link control.
If you want to see the raw thing,
Yep, there's
it's
the
in the
raw
same
one.
order it is here. Here is bass, here is
That cannot be confirmed.
What?
Yeah, I'm tweaking it. Forgot I was
Head scales too, obviously.
Do a high mid with this one.
High mid.
raw audio link.
I was on treble.
What do you want?
Oh,
Are you on treble right now?
this is high mid apparently.
Yeah.
My frames, they be so much water.
Did you press the input?
Oh my god, big squid.
I hope stream is enjoying this view, whatever it actually looks like.
I like how your position gets updated before your like size, most commonly. So it's just you moving up and down really quickly as you get big temporarily. Oh, there you go.
Zion.
Hello, yes. It's hard to focus here, yes.
Am I changing?
Oh, they're gonna say,
When I like back down to the ground, I get like this.
for some reason, I see that, you're able to hear me, right?
Yes. Should we go off of the bobbing, or is that just part of this conversation?
the heck's going on?
Avifair scaling is.
Oh, I'm on a different setting, by the way. Do you see something different from me?
Yeah, something was up.
Oh, I'm on high mid, so I'm not on like the default.
Yeah, treble is insane.
Treble and high mid for this song.
So often, it's like, yep.
Treble, let's see.
That's what's up. Hold on, let me just...
High speed.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, can you use the other watching cube? So it's low volume in those.
Honestly, I could see why people think that.
It's a good thing the amplitude is set to lower value, otherwise I'd be like getting a bit of a headache.
I think if you set this value to like something really small, like 1.01 or something, or 1.04, it almost makes it look like it's like the base of the music moving you. It's like screen space but less egregious.
Wait. What are you setting it to?
To like 1.04 or 1.02, like really close to 1, like for the max amplitude scale. So that way you only change like by millimeters instead of like meters.
Yeah. I want to make it happen.
If only in VR you could actually, move sliders small amounts.
I know, right?
I'm so sorry.
That's not. I don't think it was intended for this, so I'm not gonna blame you.
I hate Unity sliders. It took me like half an hour to get these to look like that.
Yeah, I saw that conversation in free folks. But yeah, I think I only changed size by 3 centimeters now, so it's just kind of a weird vibrate.
To your original scale, so you only have like
you vibrate.
Screen shake indeed, like, but a little bit better.
Also, the name audio.
If I had better frames, this would probably be more interesting to you.
Yeah.
That's an interesting.
Use this for screen shake.
I guess that's the performance screen shake that works on Quest.
That also has a visualizer.
True. Screen space screen shake.
Screen shake.
You put your arm in front of yourself, and your arm doesn't move. It doesn't shake with the rest of the world.
Yeah.
I've got visualizers on my wings.
Yeah, because
the song kind of stopped there when you said that. I don't notice it, but yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Which then means if you do this, it actually protects you.
Wow, it's much better than regular screen shake.
Actual VR screen shake.
Invention.
Here we go.
I hate this is actually a reasonable idea. We'll put you in charge of it.
We found a new use. If you set the skill amount to like 1.01 or 1.04 or something, the skill difference is just millimeters, and you get like a really good screen shake that works on Quest.
Yeah. Good idea.
You can make screen shakes.
I guess so.
Also, like, you can cover your eyes from the screen shake, and your arm won't shake, right? Because you're scaling up.
Yeah.
True.
Proportionally. I don't know, it's just like a weirdly interesting idea.
Oh, Clorox wipes. That's another thing I need to buy.
Is this just your like reminder checklist here?
Context change. Which
this is interesting screen shake.
Sorry. Yeah, I guess you could. Yeah, you could probably come up with some like generic like noise generator for adjusting it, and then scale the amplitude of that based on whatever the effect is you're trying to get.
I mean, you only get up and down screen shake. You can't do side to side, but it also like side to side possible anyway.
I was gonna say you can solve that.
Please don't.
Oh no!
Well, at that point, you could just teleport people slightly up repeatedly.
Where's Squid, by the way?
This idea is becoming worse and worse.
Correct.
Here we go.
Hey, what if you change their movement speed based on this?
Oh my goodness,
Like
there's so many things you can... Terrible. Like, you couldn't... It's bad enough trying to position yourself precisely with a high movement speed. In a high movement speed world, but when your movement speed's like just randomized.
I love, like, with the scaling, my hair like properly like jiggles up and down with the scale.
Okay.
They stopped it. Okay.
Yep, we are being summoned.
Disable it because gathering.
There we go.
Oh, wait, so Ivan, do you know what exactly was going on in this world?
We can all gather around Garloid. They're about to present their world.
Oh.
Okay, so this one is me messing around with a little bit of like procedural generation and mixing that into making terrain again, seeing how like quickly I can refine this process and make some like pretty natural looking stuff. So I've set out a big island so far with a nice bit of foliage and stuff on it. There is no audio at all whatsoever because there's no sound design. The whole scene's lit by one dynamic light, so sorry for any performance issues caused by that, with a lot of us in there. But all in generally, just a bit of feedback would be good. Anything people find that looks a bit weird or seems kind of off, or like any ideas, things where I could expand on it a little bit, would be great. So, without further ado, let me get a portal.
Do we cast shadows?
My
guess is yeah,
given the description. Possibly. Yeah. Right, okay, group.
Goodbye, frames.
I
miss you.
I mean,
might be a little bit eesh.
When did we ever have?
Sounds fun.
Actually, that's a good point. Do the fallback diamonds cast shadows?
They're transparent, so I don't think so. Is transparency enabled by default?
I don't think.
I think they have that disabled, the Shadowcaster.
I don't think they have a Shadowcaster if they are on the transparent cube. Do they? Can you have a Shadowcaster if you're on the transparent?
I don't mean the.
You can.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can, but I mean, it has the like cast shadows, the checkbox.
Becomes dithered.
I'm pretty sure that's off.
Oh wait, it does.
Depends on what shader you're using, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, frames.
I don't know how to feel about this.
Processing shader.
This world was surprisingly laggy. I don't know why.
Yeah, it was a little bit bad. I did feel a bit more impact than I expected to have in here.
I guess
He's got some weird stuff going on with
maybe
him.
they are doing.
So, I can actually answer that without interrupting. Ivan, that last world was basically taking audio link, and then like just taking that value and basically changing everybody's scale. The reason why everybody looked like they were jumping is because VRChat syncs position, I guess, faster than they sync the new avatar scaling. And so if you saw people, like, they didn't actually change scale from my point of view, but they still went up and down. Like, the scale eventually, like, sent, like, a second or 3 later. It wasn't as fast as my end, which, you know, was changing, like, less than, well, I guess in milliseconds. So it looks really awkward about remote players compared to, like, your own constant bobbing.
Do you change the scale manually? I don't know where it is.
I'm too short. I can't see above the graph. Well, good thing we have avatar.
Wow. Oh, it's on quick action.
Time to become. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
We have a dynamic shadow.
Time to become big. Oh wait. That actually helps. Like you can see more when you're bigger. Imagine.
I'm huge.
Wow, is that how it works?
Better if I scale.
Don't think so.
No, I was just joking. Oh, my frames are really low.
Okay, this
I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, the scaling doesn't.
But yeah, it's not that bad.
About what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The
it's
calibration
bad.
happens even when I don't scale.
This is
so-
great. Yes, and
The Google look was finally dead on
I also
scaling.
know that the default changes
no.
all the time.
This is
The default what changes?
Yoga, you know.
The height, like it says in this world,
It's just
my
easy, it's so
the triangle
you
indicator
fit
is
through the portal.
1.28 meters.
Fold.
And the previous was 1.09, and the one before that was 1.10. And I'm like, why is it changing?
Yeah.
That's a good
Shouldn't the avatar
question.
height just be?
That sounds like a bug if it's actually changing, or it's like dependent on some other thing.
On something. I don't know what.
You mean like this?
Could be the world.
Oh, that's completely normal, you know? Sometimes your legs just become your arms.
Yes, and oh yeah, right.
And sometimes your holy crap. What's wrong?
I see nothing wrong here. I see nothing wrong here. This is perfectly fine.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
It's very VRChat like, yes.
Very
Yes,
VRChat.
This is yes. This is
In any other
Totally
game, this
normal
would be not
behavior.
acceptable. I saw this
photos of the-
this
of
this
the
dude on
thing.
YouTube like smack talking down on some really bad cryptocurrency meta project. I was laughing really hard that he was like talking to them like there are no colliders in this wall. I'm like, that's so common in VR chat. What are you complaining about?
So they're just not used to it at all.
This looks. Oh. That looks
Yeah.
Like a fucking bug.
I can't say that VR chat is a piece of shit. I mean, that's not the case.
I think it just depends on the type of world.
That too, yeah. But it's amazing to see these metaverse projects popping out of the woodwork.
They're still popping up.
And yeah. They're still they keep coming, man. They keep trying it. And they're all basically. It's all prefab bullshit in a Unity engine because they use Unity engine because they think it's cool. They have no point to doing.
Unity's easy.
I mean, it's easy to work. It's easy, yeah, exactly. It's easy to work with.
Yeah, but from what I understand, it's easier. But I had this conversation with a Unity engineer, like a dude who spent 2 years learning Unity, and then says, "Okay, I want to sell avatars on VRChat." I'm like, "Okay, cool. You have to start over again." Because it's Unity and C#, not Unreal and C++. And he's like, huh? And he was really confused, so I tried to explain to him, like, in the best way I could. I'm not a developer, so. But it's really weird to see him realize that he was, like, this cool idea of I'm gonna be a game developer, and then realizing that, oh yeah, to fund my road to becoming a game developer, I might need to do some additional side hustles, and then realizing that Unity and C# are probably the better tools for that, and that Unreal is basically only some indie projects, or most of them like game studios who use it. So. Yeah,
they both have their merit.
They have their.
Ideally, you know both of them.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time
But you're a
invested to learn.
22-year-old student and you have to go somewhere.
I mean, a lot of the things are kind of it's the same-ish between the two. So if you know it in one place, it's going to be way easier to learn it in the other one.
Exactly.
So,
The buttons are just in the same
Nothing's
place.
stopping you.
Like the best thing to
both Unity and Unreal are pretty easy to work with.
Also, like if you look at Unity and Unreal, it's a very good analogy. Like when you start out, like have a new project, empty scene, nothing in there. Unreal presents you like the prettiest looking empty scene out there. Maybe there's a block and it will be the prettiest block that you ever seen. And then when you start making the game, you find out you actually have to take out a bunch of things to make it actually run decent and shippable. Unity's the other way around. Like you have an empty project in Unity, you start up your viewport and you have like the empty scene. It will be the ugliest, like emptiest scene out there. And if you want anything to look decent, you have to put in like plugins, modules, and things, turn them on, get them from the package manager, and you have to basically build up your project. So it's sort of a different philosophy. Like Unreal starts with everything on, and you have to take it out, and Unity is everything off, and you have to put it in.
Yeah,
That's a nice analogy, yeah, I think.
Yeah. And how bad was Audio Shrink?
It was fun.
In terms of making people dizzy.
I'm not
You invented a new form of screen check.
Didn't exactly get busy. It would have been nice if the scaling acted quicker, so you actually saw people grow instead of just popping up and down all the time.
I can't
No, that's not on you. That's not on you. That's
This is one of those things of what if, there was a canny of being like, we could, like, request to make it so we can change other players' avatars. And if their avatar doesn't match that size, like after some second, maybe security thing undoes it. But just like, we want it to actually look good from our side.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
mean,
normally
makes
you
total
wouldn't do
sense.
stuff like I did with it.
But even like the stuff in my world where people were just scaling up with their joystick, that was already quick enough
Yeah.
for it to start looking desynced.
Oh, like
So it should be like something that anticipates it or local updates.
I remember somebody posting on Twitter or whatever, like they had like I think it was a tunnel that shrinks you down. And so like going through it locally it looks really
Yeah,
nice,
yeah.
but then you watch somebody else go through it and then just like their avatar just literally sticks
And
out
they
the
just
entire time.
glitch through. Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
it doesn't look good at all.
I know, right? Yeah,
But I guess that was not the intent of the
that
feature.
they like.
I know you can import.
Yeah, they should have something like. Ideally, it would just be a float that is just quick updated, like similar to like how your 3D position in the world is quick updated. Because that one
is actually
goes
a network event for what they do in the back, which is why
Yeah.
it's not that fast.
Yeah,
not
it just
a
needs
variable?
to be streaming data.
No, it's not a
So it
variable.
needs to be streaming data, like position.
Part of me hopes maybe
Yeah,
when I finish.
Well, it's not our decision to make.
Version, they will have had a big update.
Yeah, I mean,
but we
it's
can
probably
still
also
request
too
it.
late for them to change it now.
But that's kind of coping.
Well, yeah, they went down the rabbit
People
hole.
have requested for something.
We can only dream. Unless they decide to do a whole new
Now we have to make
platform
something
where people
decent out of
move
it.
over, but that's like
Kind of off topic here, but do we know if there's anything
I'm just
beyond
glad
like
it
this mountain
worked, it
range?
didn't fall down.
We're gonna still at spawn.
There's a
I was on that mountain in the back. It's just more nature. That's the same. But cool though. It's. I really have the feeling that there's gonna be like a griffin swooping down, and then suddenly I'm hearing Witcher combat music. It's like, oh shit! Grab the potions.
But yeah, I spent my entire weekend working on that thing because networking. Ooh.
and avatars.
Oh joy.
I think world avatars and people.
Yeah, because I this is the second time I'm actually doing anything with networking.
I feel like the
Um,
features that worlds have.
So yeah, I had to figure out how to only update these variables, but sometimes also update those variables.
Seems like you got it. Congrats.
It would be great if you could like. Yeah, I mean, I figured it out. I have a way of doing it. I don't know if it's the best way to do it, but I have my local and my synced variables separate, and I only set the local variable to the synced variable whenever a different synced variable, which is like
okay,
these variables as well, is true.
I struggled so much more with avatars.
That sounds like a non-normal like design, more just because of like. Not that it's like wrong. I'm just more thinking like I'm hearing this like you're doing this like a debug system because like you're trying to make all these options. Like most people probably don't need that level of feature.
I mean, we all have a
So
unique aesthetic.
Wait, someone created a portal? Nani?
True.
This is based off a Genshin.
I don't think I saw a squid, but that is definitely the next portal. But don't go in now.
No.
Killing or something?
Yeah.
Based on the list, they are the person next, I believe. But nobody's going through it.
And Sabo is based off a character from.
Maybe testing the portal, see if it works. I don't know.
Could be.
Which is like a beat 'em ups anime game. And then my character is just.
I do have a question, Cyan.
custom,
Maybe you can tell me.
aesthetic that I made in
Do you
Genesis,
know if maybe,
and whatnot.
just maybe,
And of course, everyone
we
else
could
will
have
various deviations / like uniqueness
avatar
of
scale
avatars.
size only on local? I mean, difference from local and remote, kind of?
So that was actually something that I suggesting earlier, but like honestly, I don't know. Like that would be something you have to make a candy for.
I keep asking people and they don't know, so I guess I will go ask people.
Well, no, it doesn't support right now. It's not supported right now. We would have to request it. If that's what we were saying.
Oh, so the answer is no. Okay.
The answer is no. At this time, we cannot have local setting other people's. So we would have to request that before this goes live, kind of thing.
Problem with that would also
Maybe that would be a good
that,
candy then.
Yes, because I also suggested the same thing like
It's
what
already
5 minutes ago.
about like scaling delays and stuff like that. So and it's being tracked as well.
So if they're doing just talking about the delays, I don't know if that's going to have the same solution as like just do it locally.
Well,
Yeah, that's why
There's a lot of stuff.
The thing is,
this can be part of the solution.
I am the dark.
Well, if somebody didn't, I haven't read the canny, I don't
Oh,
actually know,
God.
but it's saying if they didn't write that in
Yeah.
there,
Big
VRChat
head.
may not think it.
Hello.
That is a big
Hello.
hit.
Look, like my use case for that is basically in my game, I need my people to be
Wait, I need
around
a
the same
picture
size
like
as my
that. Let me
enemies
just
because
take
they
a
have
picture of
big
that.
eyes. The thing is, I don't have reasons.
Oh, sorry about my tail.
So how to explain that? Ideally, they would be
Could you
able to
move
change
it
their
this
size
way?
depending on their
Without
preference
the other
without
people
looking
in
so
there.
big. It will be so
Yeah,
good.
there we go. Yeah.
And yeah.
So I mean, I understand like the desire for it. It's just one of those like we have to get VRChat to also understand and make it.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm not
And
sure.
prioritize.
Okay, look, it could be good for my game, but I'm not sure it's a good idea for VRChat.
Giant
That's also
rabbits
that.
in
I'm
the
looking
grass
at both
hiding.
sides.
Murderous
So,
rabbits.
I don't know.
I mean, this is one of those things of like we can already do so many weird things in worlds, like literally reposition players where they're not physically for other people. So it's like, how's this any worse? In that case.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fair point. Yeah. I mean,
At the same time, they're
it's just
probably not going to
avatar
accept that
thing is so
reason.
big.
Oh, but real life, it does make nice.
Yeah, right.
There was one in particular.
I mean, seed desync is just that, desyncing seeds, because of the way seeds are synced.
Yes. I guess it's one of those things of like they support it only because it exists rather than like actual supported feature. Whereas this, they would have to support that, and so like that is a big difference in like design philosophy.
Yeah.
You can grab a file.
It's like flight platforms. Because it's possible they support it instead of them natively supporting it.
They download it as they.
I mean, that's going to be a big issue because it was hinted that they will be removed eventually. But
it will be removed if they merge it natively.
Like advanced, like super
yeah.
Like in terms of what it can do.
Ideally, it would be because you don't want this new avatar scaling system to go out online and people coding maps and people like not syncing avatars properly, like basically messing up. So it would be like I feel like
I'm currently
in the design, the design should almost be like you would have to uncheck a goal for auto-syncing avatars, just to make sure like people don't release bad worlds and you will put a bad light on the avatar scaling system.
Maybe the
basically.
terrain? No, that doesn't make
Maybe I'm asking for too much. I mean, I'm just.
I'm just thinking on that one specifically of being like you're kind of making it harder for us to do like something like that, but at the same time, it's one of those like if you're building a world anyway, you're kind of like knowingly doing like what that, so they're just to support it from the start.
I mean, I did like to think we know what we're doing, but you have to think for everybody. And if people are like, oh, my avatar is not syncing and they don't know, I mean, it would be just a precaution. It would be just a precaution, basically. So you uncheck this if you know what you're doing, so you're not ruining the avatar scaling system for everyone. I mean, not, yeah, whatever.
22.
The one problem with different scaling is the desync between what one person sees and what the other person sees, and also IK. Because VRChat does something fun. Instead of sending your bone rotations, it sends the positions and rotations of your trackers.
No, it doesn't. It uses master values.
No, they send the.
What does it use?
We all send IK to
It's master values, but not. It's a bone with master values for IK.
Yeah, pretty much.
I look forward.
That's why, like,
there'll actually be an.
IK is
if
all
there's an
local.
IK beta, it will be network compatible.
Interesting. I didn't
It's
know
the
that.
code running
Differently. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's local stuff.
client side. It's pretty much the same.
So we're gonna move on now. MJ Cox, are you good if I just put the gather here like
But I mean, it's
I'm gonna check the.
Yeah, I mean, this is fun anyway.
Time to be blinded.
And I can definitely, and also
I've been stabbed.
To prevent theft and other, like,
I'll fly up.
This is basically
Everything is pink.
issues that arise from.
It's not working. I think it's not pink, it's purple.
Which
It's basically an everyone ping, but for VRChat.
seeing how they implement it.
Without the sound.
True.
My Discord doesn't make the sound. I've got it to DND.
The beacon.
So it
The
seems like
beacon will
everybody's
settle
pretty
some-
quiet already. So if we could all just pay attention to MJ Cox, they're gonna present their world.
There's like half the people still on the cliff. So I'm gonna see if those 5 people actually come down first.
There are also some people over there still.
Oh wow.
Don't worry about them.
It'll be fine. Yep, you can go.
Anyway, they've had like
There we
a
go.
good
I'm out of
minute.
Seems reasonable now.
Anyway,
I see.
me giving speeches, always fun. Anyway, yeah. So, I decided that a group of people decided, hey, we want to run a festival for content creators to create avatars, hence why Avifair is existing. It's going to run in a couple of weeks. However, there has been quite a bit of work on the world already, and there's already been a showcase for the people already showing avatars there. However, I thought it would just be nice to get feedback from just general VRChat players instead of specifically the creators who have already submitted avatars to it. So, hence why I wanted to show that off here. And where can the portal go? Why don't we put it on the beach? Can I reach the beach?
Reach the beach.
It's like a big killer plush.
Beach.
Reach
beach, reach
We
beach.
have 2 of these.
Portal the beach.
VRChat client just went over 20 gigabytes. Holy crap.
What?
Playing that one
Just our lives now.
Maybe one day.
Like, very
You should show your Abby work here.
No.
I mean, hey, I'm
It's
not the
perfect.
one who has it on their account,
It's
so I
so
can't just
normal,
fix
yeah.
it not being up to date. But,
No, man. I feel that.
there's only a few small changes.
It's like,
There's no audio, so I guess it doesn't matter about copyright.
Yeah.
Not here.
This is not what I expected for an avatar fair. Where will the avatars be?
Someone dropped the Kirby Warp Star.
No, I think
Time to use it
Kirby,
to get
like,
out.
Crash landed and his
Yeah.
body's probably been covered up by the sand.
Oh, is Kirby long gone? 6 feet under?
Yeah.
Oh no.
This one is pretty. It's too late.
Yeah. I like the art style.
I started hearing the music, but I don't know. Just gonna mute it just in case.
It was great until Treble. Treble is where I lost it all.
Yeah, that's why I really don't recommend that you use treble.
Everybody was bouncing in the.
Yeah, we got some dogs over. Functions with plastic, apparently.
Are these the spots for the avatars?
The VRChat SDK via create a companion to get it to actually function.
Why did it take me so long to recognize this? I probably passed a few of them on the way here. Oh, look, another Kirby star. Okay, so now I guess I did not pass as many.
Yeah, it's just the scaling to music and then enabling and disabling scaling.
I just set it even in VR, you know? Okay, VR frame rate, sometimes I set 90 because I feel cheeky and want a smooth experience, but...
I'm finally CPU.
Is I think in the world that I showed off last week, if you jump off the table, I want it to scale people to like quote unquote normal size, so you can view like the table from like a really big size.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before I finish the world off.
What is this?
Yeah, add a new fun feature. Modify them models. Get rid of the rules, 'cause that's part of the main thing, but
Oh my god.
I can.
But it's more fun in full body.
I can do small optimizations like that.
Also, is the logo going to get updated?
And they still haven't actually fixed it. So I guess
Yeah, I
I'm
don't know
fixing
what's
things for them
happening
now.
there. Actually
great.
And not just optimizing for Quest.
That's so. This is way funnier than I. Okay, yeah, this is good. Yo, guess what?
Yeah.
Why? What are you doing here?
For most of this, I've effectively fixed a
Hip
couple
drift
animations.
is a feature of this avatar. That's a
This is a
feature?
good job,
Is this
because
gonna be in the next GoGo logo?
Well, I don't know
Yeah,
the specifics.
why
Oh joy.
There's like
Do you get to choose?
free
No, it's
people.
random.
No, it's random.
Okay.
And more of them just test.
I can't even fake this right now.
Yeah, when
How
it
much
goes
do I
in
have to, like,
the,
cover this?
the state, it's
Here's
randomized
some
free flow.
interesting fact that may help you in
Or
your
each,
future endeavors.
each
Don't use low
Right,
tune on
interesting.
Quest.
axis. Oh yeah.
Tune?
Low tune actively will take your
Right now
frame
it's on
rate
the
from
base
full
controller, but I
72
move it to
5.
the. I will move it to the action one.
Is
So
it
if
like
a
an
full body user
artificial
disabled
shader?
the locomotion, the quick menu, they can
Yeah.
still do it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, in
Tiny
desktop it's
runs
not
better
that
on
funny,
Quest.
but
And
can
that's
still
saying
kind of look
something.
at this curve.
Alright, I want to become back my body.
There's a feature I really want to canning at some point for VRChat, but I've never actually thought of a way to phrase it. The ability to give multiple people the ability to upload to a single ID. So effectively, if you're working as a group on a plastic project, have any of you be able to update it?
So I don't know if there's specifically a canny on that, but
group uploads for. I assume we're going to
Yeah.
get group uploads for the Creator Companion.
honestly, when I asked about
For the
that kind of
creator
thing
economy.
like years ago of saying that I want, so I don't know the VR chat terminology for it, but I have used the terminology for both Rec Room and Horizon, where the idea is you have a world owner, but then you also have world collaborators. So basically, it's just a permission system of who has access to do what things. And so upload is one of those extra
Yeah.
permissions, which I basically asked about that years ago, and my response
Yeah.
was the magic word of
Collaborators
groups. So maybe in like 2 years, groups might allow that. We'll find out.
Useful.
I mean, groups was literally the solution
So
that
you
was
could-
provided to everything. Request something? Groups. Yeah.
Groups for uploading worlds is a dumb idea, though.
Yes, but no. Indirectly,
Not
it's
if
like
a closed group. Like it's just the same function. Yeah.
I was gonna say, it's like if they write the code behind the scenes nicely, it could be the equivalent of a user with just now they already have like all the permission systems built in. And so it's like in that case, having a group with worlds is like kind of an extension. Like that's how not groups, but like pages I think worked on Facebook.
Oh, we're on the last world. I didn't realize that.
Yes, this
The
is the last
world
world.
having a group having the ability to upload worlds is interesting.
I mean, a Okay, wait. Are you suggesting that you make a group based on a world, but then that world also has was uploaded on the group?
As in, say you made a group, uploading a world from the group is effectively what you've described.
Yes, that is a thing. This is how, if you were to describe how Facebook pages work, the pages is a fake account that you then have multiple other accounts that have access to the account to make posts on their own, which would be the equivalent to our world.
One problem with that.
Yes.
True.
I like you a little rebate on it, though.
The one problem I see with that is how do you deal with accounts on that group getting banned who have uploaded worlds via...
Thank you.
I mean, how would they handle it in general if you ban a person in a group now? They already have hopefully thought some of that out.
If you get banned while you're in a group, you just get removed from that group. But if you've uploaded stuff via that group...
So the thing is, if you uploaded something to the group is what owns it, not you.
Exactly. Programmer song.
This is an assumption. We're all assuming on that.
Place I know for to get really good.
I mean, that would be on the person who gave you the permission in the first place, so not as much. That's just how these permissions work. But again, this is all theoretical. None of it really exists.
Yeah. Because people using alts. So you have your main alt, which just exists to host the group. And then you have your sub alt, which may or may not get banned.
Okay, hearing that just makes me think people probably already do this, where they literally make an alt just so that multiple people can log in to upload. Hey, what is VCat?
What's up?
That's a point.
I think so.
Yeah, it happens.
Yes.
The pro with that, though, is if one account that's logged into it gets banned, the whole suite does.
That's why we hope for an official solution.
Just phrase that, but...
No, I understand. It's just, that's the only way to do things right now. Eventually, VRChat will hopefully,
as a pro, but with my example,
that's where the other portal is?
pro.
I was trying to figure out where Mississauga's portal went.
They put the other portal.
I like the design. It's actually I
mean, in real life, I'm 6 foot.
Avatar, right?
Are you 7 foot in real life?
No.
Oh, kind of similar.
183 centimeters. We use centimeters here, so I don't know
To
exactly
be fair, the way this map is set up
Mm-hmm.
is the plastic, even though there's 3 people working on it, it's effectively my Unity account and their company Unity account.
I mean, that's probably fine. I don't really think about that from Unity account perspective, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what kit bashing is for.
Hey MJ, I don't know if it's a known issue, but there's a palm tree in the building. Would be nice. Check
I want to send a photo of this to people.
Oh yeah, double clicking the
Where's the palm tree in the building?
There's actually several now that I see it. I think, at least.
Yeah, that one's in the
building.
Did you build bridges in it?
Barely.
Yeah, that one's a little bit, but I think this one is major.
This one.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. It's become part of the building. It's become structural. The tree is now helping hold up building. This is immediately going in the group chat. That is funny. That's funny, but it should have been fixed by now.
There's the same thing going on with those trees. There's one going through another. It's not a huge issue, but still.
Cyber Talk by Hobart and Neri.
I can't find the world.
I use snow.
Oh no!
Isn't it the one by...
It is.
Right.
It wasn't showing up for me, so I'm just gonna add it to my favorites and then check it from my favorites. Worlds.
Luminary.
Where's the update, please?
Again, made any custom emojis?
No, I haven't.
Favorite's not updating.
But I always get inspired when I come to these groups.
Very cool.
Have you?
Yeah, I made two. I made this one is based on a
or
statue
the
of soccer.
Illyria.
And then I did one for the dog park.
By the way.
His avatar is gonna
be.
be
Let me.
presented.
I've seen
Load
some
up
that do
again.
like different swirling,
even though they have it.
They're very different effects.
Oh, there it is. Oh, it is there. Never mind. The thumbnail's just different from the one in Discord.
You know, like a sample avatar.
And then you provide. And then you provide.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Huh.
Just wanted to tell
Give
you.
it any
Some
photo
texture.
file.
Have
yeah.
my
It's
child.
easy, it's really easy.
You can have him.
Yeah.
I don't want him anymore.
I was surprised at how easy it was.
They're like the same size.
Yeah, you don't
Can you do it
access
right?
your avatar.
Can you do it in game? Can you do it in game?
Yeah, you have to.
I think my favorites have updated now.
Through if you like.
Like
They have.
if I
Perfect.
pull up my camera,
Every
do I
meme
pull
in the
my
world
camera
going
up
here.
and
Yes.
Jump scared.
Memes are good.
God.
Also my
Oh,
Oh wow, it's the Zuck.
that's terrifying.
my camera
Go to
well,
double
yeah.
click on your gear. Double click on your gear.
Oh, okay.
symbol.
Oh, birds.
Okay, now see in the
sense.
bottom right row. There's
Oh my
like
god,
I-
posting guy.
Remember, like
Yeah,
months ago,
okay.
I made the
Yeah,
cardboard
that's all
cutout
mine.
of
Wait, wait.
Germa in that T pose.
Click on
I
Yeah.
was very tempted to upload that as an avatar just because you put that as the notification today.
I see.
Speaking of birds, I like the little one on your
Now I
avatar.
understand they just added a group.
It's really cute.
Thank you.
Plus.
Yeah.
I have a politically
It also
charged
adds to the
emoji.
bird- Yeah, so
Oh my
every time you
God.
pet it, it adds to the bird pet counter. So
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
wait, let me switch to a more accurate. This is not an accurate.
Oh my god.
So the bird has been.
I just
Oh
had the
my
image
gosh,
on
my
my
head is
computer. I was
sideways.
like, this will work well.
Don't worry about it.
They're all terrible. It doesn't matter who you.
You wake up
I
with
can't
a-
defend the team never
Oh, you
wins.
got-
And it's just like,
okay,
come on,
wait.
guys.
It
Like,
has
they
a
have
cool-
sleep
no,
dental.
it has a
Everything seems to be good with them. Nobody votes for
It
them.
has a
trying to be
cooldown
silly.
because you can't pet a bird too quickly. That would hurt it.
That is true. That's true.
Yeah.
But you create it.
I've given up
But
on
they're
the
really cute.
Canadian
It's
system.
less-
Steal your operating system.
No, that's my memory. That's
Oh,
not
sorry
even.
about the tail. Sorry.
Where am I?
Yeah,
It's back. Okay.
That's not even my operating system. That's just my memory. I have a whole
Oh, I
I have
see,
a whole
okay.
16 megabytes of memory on here.
This is better.
Who are you?
I'm the guy who didn't steal your memory.
Oh, I'm glad you're the guy who didn't steal my memory.
Oh,
So
can
was
I
gonna
be the one
beat
who
up
did?
the-
That's amazing.
Ah, come here. Ah.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Hello there. I could have, yeah. But by the age of 17, to be fair, I didn't care. He was doing the job. And I got it for free.
No money spent.
That's the most important.
Middle Eastern
actually.
Arabic looking place, and we're gonna play
Oh,
French
man.
music.
Perfect.
Oh, sorry.
Classic.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming to the meetup today. It is now over, so that means we're going to move into our social that you are free to join or not. There is no definitive end to it, it's just when we get bored. But today's world is going to be, I am going to mispronounce the hell out of this, Loro di Illyria.
Oh, cool. Wow. I'm not sure I know this world.
What's up, Chris?
Come up from behind and randomly end up
I have
jumping
a
on the
yogurt
tree.
bar
So
in my
it's like,
fridge that I really
I live
want
in
to
tree.
Grab it.
Get
Eat
it, goober.
Green.
I gotta figure out why I can't drop portals.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Do it.
Hey, you.
I love that influence. Get it.
Crazy
Get
Young,
it.
can you drop the portal?
Yeah. One sec.
Sorry, I have no idea why I can't drop portals. I'm starting to think that this is now an API issue that I should.
To my right. Behind me.
Has this happened before?
No, it's only started as of like the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Huh.
Is it a group plus or?
Yeah, group plus.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, we're still in beta.
actually figured it out.
No, you rotate
love
it.
it. Nice.
Yeah,
It's very close to getting.
Oh, it's
finish off the projection room. Where the video player is now in the the other side, and then I'll show you after. Okay. Go here first. Okay.
I don't recommend using treble because then you just
It's pretty good. You just
Are you gonna go get rid of the squid? Okay.
Till like 9 o'clock tonight, so I'm gonna hang out.
Okay, and that is the end of the community meetup. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and hopefully see you again next week. Bye.